merinding. He's in attack mode for another minute. Evans has another one. Mortara has another one. And I think it's those kind of four for the win. I don't think Jake Dennis in 5th place is going to be able to make much progress. There come the leaders.
In the red, Andretti, he looks like he's in more of an offensive posture right now than attacking.
There is Dennis. Just ahead of Stoffel Van Dorn. We'll see if Van Dorn goes for it again. Into attack mode here. One of the top four do.
Confirm attack, confirm attack.
Van Dorn goes for it again and activates it this time around. So he is now in 6th position. Sorry, 7th position, make that. Verline gains another place, so he's been up 5 places so far in the course of this E-Prix. Vern's lead is looking fairly comfortable as they come down into turn 1. Jean-Eric Verne now runs out of fan boost. That's Stoffel Van Dorn missing the attack mode activation, frustratingly for him.
Yeah, very frustrating. We've seen it happen so many times, Jack. The margin for error is very limited, and obviously the driver's trying to get as much speed as possible to lose them in one positions as they go through attack mode. Again, Jake Dennis, look, Pascal Wehrlein behind him in the Porsche. He's just not happy, it looks like, with the balance, with the speed of the car, as we get 25 minutes into this race.
Wehrlein's having a great race. Really impressive.
Very methodical, isn't he? Yeah, super methodical. Still got attack mode. And he'll be looking to, as Jake Dennis goes to attack mode now, and that saves Pascal Wehrlein having to pass him now. Wehrlein's got a clear track. Antonio Felix Costa, who's just up the road from him.
20 minutes plus 1 lap to go as Verne comes across the line. Down into turn 1. Here with 20 minutes plus a lap to go in the Jakarta E-Prix, round 9 of the ABB FIA Formula E World Championship. Myself, Jack Nichols, and Dario Franchitti with you as we watch these electric cars racing around the streets of the Indonesian capital. And Jean-Eric Verne is leading at the moment by about a second, looking comfortable enough, but Mitch Evans behind him has another attack mode to use in the Jaguar, as does Eduardo Mortara, who's 3rd at the moment in the black Rocket Venturi car.
Just watching Jake Dennis, just looks like he's not happy with the balance, Jack. The front of the car sliding on the way through the middle of the corner and the back snaps round on exit. So yeah, just a lack of grip, and you can see even with attack mode, let's go backwards.
Top 4 running fairly comfortably now, clear of the rest of the field. And there is the rest of the field, all behind Pascal Wehrlein in 5th place. There come the leaders across the line again. So Verne in the lead, Mitch Evans in 2nd, Mortara in 3rd, Costa in 4th. And here's a look from Van Dorn on Wehrlein. Silver Mercedes EQ gets through. So that is 5th place for Van Dorn. He's in attack mode, so he's got extra power and gets ahead of the Porsche man. You can see the rear view from Jean-Eric Verne in the tower on the top left. That's looking back at Evans trying to chase him down.
And Evans closed the gap a couple of tenths that lap. If he can keep that up, he's going to be on the back wing for Black and Gold Cheetah pretty soon. The car sliding as they come through turn 12, just actually turn 11 into 12. Just the grip of the car, they're really on top of the circuit. And every little piece of grip they can find out there.
Leaders again coming through turn 16. No one going for attack mode still. Well, Verne and Da Costa can't because they've used their 2 allocated chunks of 4 minutes. Evans and Mortara have, and are they just trying to wait for each other to decide when to do it? Who's going to blink first, perhaps?
Evans moved the gap up again, 3/10 on Mortara that lap, so he's just trying to edge away so they can take a second attack without losing position. Jake Dennis defending for Pascal Wehrlein in the Porsche.
Yeah, I think he was getting ahead actually, because he just took attack mode, so he's got ahead. Evans and Mortara, look, are the only 2 in the field with 1 attack mode to go, so they're doing it very differently.
You can hear the tyres locking on the brakes. Trying to sort of to go all lonely break, but to try and regenerate some energy back into the battery. But it shows you how little grip there is out there. I think the words of the day are grip and heat.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's something that will sort of become more and more apparent towards the end of the E-Prix.
We can arm fat boost, we can arm fat boost.
So Van Dorn being told we can arm fan boost. He's running in 5th place at the moment, but he will probably use it to defend from Jake Dennis, because Dennis is going to have attack mode down this main start straight. I don't know if he's close enough, in all honesty, so keep your eyes on 5th and 6th place here across the line. Does Van Dorn even fire it? I don't think he does, because there's no real need. Dennis is not close enough coming into turn 1, so Van Dorn doesn't use fan boost this time around in the number 5 Mercedes EQ. 16 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Dennis is now out of attack mode, so it's all now about when Evans and Mortara will activate their attack mode and how much progress they can make when they do so.
The bad news for Evans is Adrian Mortara caught him back those 3 tenths that lap, so the gap is the same again. And if he's going to take, if he is going to take attack mode, he's probably going to lose certainly 1 spot, possibly 2.
I was flashing through that sequence of corners at 8, 9 and 10. Verne and Mortara having a little bit less energy available than Mitch Evans. Evans is looking quite strong for energy at the moment, not massively so. And there goes Mortara into attack mode. His second attack mode, he's got 4 minutes where he'll have more power than the rest of the cars ahead of him, but he's dropped down into 4th place as a result.
Let's use some energy, ENO plus 004.
And Josep Roca, Evans' engineer, has just seen those energy stats that we put up and has decided, right, we can afford to use a bit more energy, because the teams only get to see the other cars' energy when we show them.
I think we're trying to do 2 things there. We're trying to open up the gap from Da Costa and obviously close down the gap to Verne before he takes that second attack mode. And he's going to try and get into the lead of the race with that extra power, and then having track position, either drive away or hold up Jean and Verne behind him. That's the plan.
Easy.
Yeah, theoretically, we've got it won.
And has Evans now got a gap to activate his attack mode? There's a look at those drivers who have fan boost still. I think Evans might be quite close to a gap here to come out in front of Da Costa potentially.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd be doing it right now, Jack. I think it's far enough ahead. Let's see what he does. Here he goes, here he goes.
Push and attack, no magic paddle, push and attack.
Through goes Evans, activates attack mode, and that's what it means for James Barclay as Evans emerges second in the race, crucially still ahead of Antonio Felix da Costa, and now he's going to start the charge to try and close in on Jean-Eric Verne, but here comes da Costa on fan boost. He's having to defend here from Eduardo Mortara, and Mortara can't make it through.
Mortara gave him a little shove in the braking zone as he moved across the top of it. That's massive for Mitch Evans to hold position. Let's see how much he can close that gap now to Jean-Eric Verne, the leader of the race. 1.7 seconds behind, but he gained 3/10 of a second for the first sector.
He's going to be up on the back of him before too long. Less than 14 minutes plus a lap to go in this fascinating Jakarta E-Prix so far. Here's Evans' radio.
The coach is holding Mortara back. We could magic paddle.
Costa is holding Mortara back, so we could magic paddle. Was the message to Evans. I'm not 100% sure what the magic paddle is, to be honest.
Me neither. I'd be guessing right now. Which has never stopped me before.
Yeah.
Just watching Mortara's car is into a slightly better balance, but he's also got a load there's an extra 13% power, which always makes the car handle a little bit better when it goes quicker in a straight line. Here he comes. And there's no holding him back, I'd say, right now from Antonio Felix da Costa.
Mortara gets through in the Venturi ahead of the DS Techeetah of da Costa. So one DS Techeetah leading the way, the other down in 4th place with Evans and Mortara in 2nd and 3rd. There's Evans, there's Mortara with da Costa right behind. Now Evans on that last lap only closed at about half a second to Jean-Eric Verne, the race leader.
But again, he's got to look after everything. You can't just close the gap in one go. You use too much energy, you use too much of the tyre, so you've got to be a little bit careful as you see him coming through turns 11, 12, skimming the walls. A little bit of lifting coast, braking into 13. Neat and tidy. Mitch Evans was such a smooth driving style.
taken 3/10 out of Verne on this lap so far. In fact, sorry, only 2/10 so far. Into the final corner, and we'll get a look at the gap between them. It was 1.3 seconds. And in terms of energy, Mortara has a little more, but everybody is about the same in that front four. So it's just about Evans using the next lap to try and catch up to the back of Jean-Eric Verne and paper bag or something. I don't think it's bodywork, or it might be some of the advertising from around the side of the circuit, but that has gone flying in the air.
Just watching Jake Dennis there in the avalanche and rectify the red car. I'm just counting now, the car sliding a lot more than those around him. The back end of the car sliding a lot more, so it looks like it's using its tyres harder. And this next 11 minutes plus one lap are not going to be nice, I think, for Jake Dennis.
Here's a replay of Dennis getting overtaken by Pascal Wehrlein into turn 1. Wehrlein gets the move done. So Dennis, yeah, okay, he did send it back. Got the cut back into turn 2 and 3. Very nice move from Dennis.
Explain why he's sliding around.
Yeah.
Been offline. Nice move. Every time I see Jake Dennis is doing something wrong, he's actually doing something really right. So, sorry, Jake.
Here comes Evans down towards the first corner. I think he's a little too far back to attack Jean-Eric Verne.
Saw him slide off the last corner.
Nose to tail for the lead. Verne ahead of Evans. And Evans has caught up to the back of him now, so it's just a pure race from here on in. And it's between Verne and Evans for the win in the Jakarta E-Prix. They've both got fan boost available as well. And we're on board with Evans now, fighting for the win and fighting for the top positions in the championship, because Evans has 83 points, Verne has 98. So a win here would be huge for Evans' championship challenge. Stoffel Vandoorne, the championship leader, in 5th at the moment.
They've got the same energy, but just watching Mitchelton's steering wheel, he's not fighting the back of the car, so the balance of the Jaguar looks really good right now. We haven't really been on board with Jean-Eric Verne, but the Jaguar looking strong. You've got to watch the body language of the car, it's not sliding. And look how much time he gained into turn 18.
Across the line comes Jean-Eric Verne, and as it stands, he would take the lead of the championship by 2 points ahead of Stoffel Vandoorne. Mortara would drop down to 3rd. Evans would be in 4th, so this is big. This would give Jean-Eric Verne the championship lead if things stay like this. Lucas de Grassi, meanwhile, has been fighting with Pascal Wehrlein. Wehrlein used his fan boost a moment ago, and just a little biff between the Venturi and the Porsche driver. But this is the fight for the lead of the race, but also in some ways the championship, because Vandoorne is down in 5th position. We're starting the second half of the season. After this race, we are going to Marrakesh, and then a couple of races in New York and London and South Korea. And Verne and Evans are right together for the lead. The 32-year-old Frenchman, the Parisian, up against the young New Zealander in the Jaguar.
Jean-Eric Verne, black and gold Cheetah double champion, looking in his mirrors as he went down the straight. He'd see him looking, like, where is Mitch Evans in the Jaguar? So he's feeling the pressure already. And Mitch Evans, if he's feeling that a little bit quicker, he's going to think, where can I make the move? Where's my advantage? Where can I make it count?
The DFC Cheetah team there on the inset on the right-hand side. We go left, back out with the V-City ball on the right. Pushing so hard, so on the limit here. Even when Verne was trying to get that stop for turn 7, it looked right on the edge.
Absolutely right, Jack. As much as I've talked about the Jaguar looking good in 2nd place, I'm going to say that yes, the Cheetah in their lead looks equally as well balanced.
Lazaro dropping away a little in 3rd place. The Swiss racer, and then Ashley Vandoorne is getting back at the Costa. Into the pits, Nick de Vries. Nick de Vries in the pit lane and seemingly out of the running. Here he comes now.
Got a flat left rear tyre.
Yeah, correct. Rear left puncture for de Vries. But his teammate is up in 5th place. I think this will signal the end of de Vries' championship chances. But 7 minutes plus 1 lap to go. Verne leading, Evans right behind him. This is great. As far as energy is concerned, it's been pretty close for the whole of the race, and it still is. Look at it. I've never seen it this close for a whole E-Prix. Giovinazzi's doing something a bit different. But here's Evans to the inside. Evans attacks into turn 7 and takes the lead of the Jakarta E-Prix.
Where did that come from?
Good job, mate. Good job.
I don't think Verne saw that coming either. And can Verne now fight back? The crowd are on their feet.
Glad it wasn't just us, Jack. That came from nowhere. Mitch Evans and the Jaguar. Was there a mistake by Jean-Eric Verne in the corner before? Let's see, has he got the speed to fight back?
Evans getting a huge round of applause as he comes around the stadium section at turn 16, because he is now leading in Jakarta and trying to get his championship challenge properly back on track. It would be his 3rd win of the season. The first driver to achieve that. We've got 6 minutes plus a lap to go, and there's half a second between Evans and Verne. Can the DS Techeetah of Jean-Eric Verne, the 2-time champion, do anything to respond? If it finishes like this, Van Dorn holds the championship lead, and Verne is up into 2nd place. And this was how Mitch Evans did it. Sent it to the inside and got it done on the brakes, and nothing Verne could do.
So impressive, because it is so dirty offline. Look how bumpy it is too. Actually, Jack got it stopped, got the car rotated. Fantastic stuff.
Evans leading the way now. Jean-Eric Verne down to 2nd place. Jean-Eric Verne has slightly less usable energy as well than Mitch Evans too. So things are looking pretty good for the Jaguar driver out in front now. 5 minutes plus a lap to go.
Bad news for Verne as Mortara is coming along too in the Rocket Venturi. He's just closing the gap to the car in front. See the 3rd car in view.
Onto the brakes into the 1st corner. Less than 5 minutes plus a lap to go. We will get the added time in a couple of moments too. So there will be a little longer because we have that safety car at the start. But here comes Evans, then comes Verne, then comes Mortara, then comes Da Costa and Van Dorn right together. Van Dorn in 5th position in the Mercedes EQ, trying to put pressure on Antonio Felix Da Costa. Didn't look that strong in the early phases of this race, Stoffel Van Dorn, but he's coming back on strong now. Down into turn 7 we go. With 4 minutes plus a lap to go, we're on board with Stoffel Van Dorn in driver's eye, running in 5th place, trying to get ahead of Antonio Felix Da Costa.
This camera right next to the driver's left eye. Fantastic view. This is exactly what the driver sees. You can see the driver can't actually see the nose of the car, how far it extends, so when they hit the car in front, it's a good excuse. You see him grabbing some oversteer, controlling the slide from the back of the car as he comes through turn 17 into the final corner. He looks strong at this point. I think Stoffel Van Dorn can line up Antonio Felix Da Costa. He uses fan boost.
Van Dorn on the attack for 4th position. Da Costa covers the inside. Van Dorn to the outside. Nothing he can do even with the fan boost. Can't get the cutback either. And Da Costa holds the place for the time being. We saw there that there'll be a minute and a half of added time. So when this 3 minutes and 20 gets to 0, it'll then go back up to a minute 30, and then there'll be a minute 30 plus 1 lap remaining. Van Dorn not able to get ahead of Da Costa in the fight for 4th position. Evans, Verne, Mortara for the lead, and then Da Costa, Van Dorn for 4th place. Jake Dennis still running in 6th position. Evans and Verne still have an attack mode to go.
Jeff might use fan boost on the main straight.
Evans being told that Verne might use fan boost on the main straight, which they're coming up to in a few moments' time. A couple of corners. And on the run down towards turn 1, is Jean-Eric Verne going to be close enough? Doesn't look like it, to be perfectly honest, but 2.5 minutes plus a lap to go. He's running out of time to try and use it. Verne does. Verne is on fan boost. But he's not close enough.
No, absolutely not. And you've got to have a big advantage to be able to pass on the brakes into one. You can get them on the straight line speed down the straight, But into turn one, it's a tough one. But Vern, right there, the slightest mistake from Mitch Evans in the Jaguar leading the race. And John-Eric Vern will pounce.
And we have seen those errors before. Evans running really well in New York at the end of the last year before tapping the wall. But it's Vern who makes the error. Big lock-up on the left front. How much ground has he lost? None. He's right there. We're on board with the Frenchman. If it finishes like this, he moves into second in the championship. If he wins the race, he moves into the lead of the championship. But Eduardo Mortara in the Rocket Venturi has caught them as well. The second place man in the standings has joined this fight.
Three-way battle for the lead. Who blinks first?
Between three of the top four in the championship. Arnold's at the start straight again. A minute 20 plus a lap to go. Plus the added time. You just wonder, is Vern biding his time? The energy's still all the same. Have a look and see which one dips down to 8% first, and that will give you an idea of who has a tiny, tiny, tiny bit less. And well, Evans and Vern ticked over.
They're
Almost
almost
identically.
That's incredible. They're all on exactly the same energy level.
5 second time penalty for Andre Lotterer. Caused a collision with Nick De Vries. That'll be why De Vries ended up with a puncture and in the pits for a new tyre.
This guy's carrying maximum amount of speed. You want to save energy, carry as much speed as you can when you're off throttle, and it's easy to make a mistake in those situations. John-Eric Vern absolutely stalking Mitch Evans in the lead.
Through 16, you can see the dark clouds coming as one of Jakarta's traditional storms appears to be on the way, a little too late to affect the race. On what is turning into a beautiful evening and a very entertaining first ever Jakarta E-Prix. Across the line we come then, and the added time is about to get added on now. And so the added time of 1 minute 30 plus 1 lap to go. Mortara's being told he's got more energy than the drivers in front, and that could give him a chance to gain 1 place.
That's what you want to hear as a driver. It gives you that impetus, just keep attacking, and you know the two ahead of you are in trouble.
We're going to have 2 to go at the end of this one, so 2.5 laps remaining by my calculations. So they're going to be a bit tight on energy here.
You saw Vern go down to 5% and back up to 6 as he put some energy back into the battery. Watch them again into 13. See if it goes back up to 6%. This is going to be tight, Jack. The only other way they can do it is by slowing down over this lap to shorten the race distance, but I don't think so. I wouldn't be doing it with John-Eric Vern right behind me in my gearbox.
Vern is on the charge now. Coming into turn 18, the right-hander, and this will be the start of the penultimate lap of the race. This is going to be really tight. Vern has a little bit less energy, and Vern's going for the lead here. Down towards turn 1, Evans covers the inside.
But now he's got dirt on his tyres, Jack can't overdo it through turn 1. Look how
Evans gets out of shape. Vern is all over the back of him.
Evans is just out of position ever so slightly at every corner.
But he got a little bit of a good run coming through 4. This is the view back from Evans. Evans under big attack. 2 laps to go. Evans saying, I'm struggling with the rear tyres.
Watching about 3 corners time. Let's see if John-Eric Vern sends one down the inside into turn 13. Coming up.
1 lap to go at the end of this one.
Yeah, here comes Vern. Nothing doing.
And Mortara is right in the fight as well. This is going to be so tight on the final lap of the Jakarta E-Prix. We've got 3 for the win.
This is the one line from Evans trying to keep the momentum up through these long sweeping corners.
Mortara has more energy than the pair of them. Bit of a twitch from Jean-Eric Vern. Look how close Mortara is now. Final lap of the race coming up. And we've got 3 for the win in the Jakarta E-Prix. Mortara to the outside into turn 1. Evans is just doing enough. Vern's in big energy trouble here. He's got 1%. Evans and Mortara have 2%. Vern is going to struggle to finish second here, surely. They're coming down into the left-hander of 7. They're both, Evans and Vernon, covering the inside defensively. Can Mortara find a way through? There's only really 2 more overtaking opportunities, and the first one is coming up into turn 13.
Through 12, this is the last, the run up to 13 now. No, he lifts really early, Mitch Evans. Vern defended like crazy. So able to put the energy back into the battery, back up to 1%.
It's a long run to the line as well, so they may have to lift off here, Jean-Eric Vern, earlier than Mortara. Mortara tries to get through. Vern's out of shape. Evans is surely going to hold on. I think Vern is going to run out of energy here. He comes the inside again. It's going to be right together for second place. But Mitch Evans in the jacket has driven a superb race. Mitch Evans wins in Jakarta. Vern holds on to second place at the line by 0.2 of a second. That's what it means to the Jaguar team and James Barkley. And Mitch Evans takes his 3rd win of the season.
Let's have a chat to Mitch Evans.
Right, that's what, guys. I feel like I'm going to be the car that we needed. Thank you for the stuff, you guys. Thank you.
Mitch, it's Dario and TV. Congratulations. That was an incredible drive.
Thanks, mate. I'm hot. I'm seriously warm at the moment. Just want to say huge credit to the guys here on the team, just because we had a tough last race, but they gave me the goods this weekend. It was really tough at the end. My tyres were going off a lot, so to keep behind was tricky, but we got there in the end, so this feels really, really good. So, cheers, man.
Well done.
Mitch Evans taking the victory, and he's a little bit warm in there. He's up. When we spoke to him on the grid, he was very calm, really calm, and that obviously the wind, but that chat, really calm and deep voice, and very interesting zone I think that Evans has been in today.
Yeah, I think he's been working with this season, in the lead up to this season, with his mentor Mark Webber, and just be calm, because sometimes you can get really spiky on the radio, and that's been affecting him. Super calm today in the most difficult, trying conditions. Ice cold, calm as you like, and there's the win.
Well, and celebrating with the fans as he makes his way around. And there'll be a huge reception for him at the podium in a few moments' time. But a tremendous performance from Evans. So much pressure at the end from Vern. Mortara only 0.2 behind Jean-Eric Vern at the end. I think there'll be a bit of frustration there for Mortara, but he started 4th and finished 3rd. There is some progress, no doubt about that. Van Dorn finished 5th, so we saw that Van Dorn holds the lead of the championship. Vern up into 2nd ahead of Mortara, but Mortara's still in there. Evans gets a little closer to them all, and they're all concertinaing up, basically. In fact, the order in the championship was Van Dorn, Mortara, Vern, Evans, and they finished in reverse championship order. Evans, Vern, Mortara, Van Dorn. So the whole championship fight has just closed up, concertinaed together. But it's Mitch Evans who takes the win. The team not up at the FIA garage yet, so he hasn't got anyone to celebrate with quite yet, but I'm sure the celebrations will begin later on this evening. And Evans, as I say, with his 3rd win of the season, the only driver to have achieved that. And this is the Drivers' Championship. Van Dorn on 121. Vern on 116. Mortara on 114. Evans on 109. So we've got 12 points now, separating the top 4 in the championship. And they've definitely broken clear. Robin Freitz didn't score any points today, finished in 17th position. But Van Dorn's lead is down to just 5 points ahead of Jean-Eric Vern. Another 2 points back to Mortara. So he's 7 points off the lead. And then Evans is 11 points of the championship lead. What a great track this is. You can see it here, nestled in Jakarta Bay on the northwest of Java Island. And that is a man who needs some rehydration. What an air tastes so good. Really, really tough conditions out there for these drivers. It's over 30 degrees, humidity is huge. DS Techeetah move up to second in the Teams Championship, 16 points behind Mercedes EQ. Everybody having a drink now. Tara and Vern having a chat in French. I'm afraid I can't translate for you. I'm very curious as to what this joke is. They seem to be calling Mortara some kind of Picasso, don't they? And Mortara responding to some kind of artist. If anyone knows exactly what they were saying, hashtag Jakarta E3 and let me know. Here's a look at the results after 40 entertaining laps of racing. Just a second, less than a second, between the top three in the line. Tremendous stuff. Da Costa a little further away. Van Dorn and Da Costa were quite close at the end. Jake Dennis in 6th place. Degrassi, Verline, Berg got into the points. Buemi ended up 10th after starting in 6th place. Andre Lotterer with a 5-second penalty, finishing in 11th place. Turby finished in 12th. That's a good input from the 333 driver. Made good progress and seemed to have finished on merit ahead of a lot of drivers that in theory should not have done. So Turby, Giovinazzi, De Vries and Roland not classified at the end of the E3. Again, there's a look at the circuit here in Ancol. Ancol Beach just behind and then out into Jakarta Bay on the northwest of Java Island, which is the largest island in Indonesia. Let's hear from our race winner, shall we? Mitch Evans is talking to Razzie.
Mitch, you've been having a lot of hugs, a lot of love here. The inaugural winner of the Jakarta EP. You got something in your mouth, but it doesn't matter because you just did the business. How was that?
That was hard. That was hard. Look, I was just happy to be in it at the end. We had a tough last race, and this track was kind of similar. Obviously, the climate is on another level here, so we put like a lot of work into the setup and the systems, and the team just gave me what I needed. Gave me the goods, which is what we need when it's so tight. It was really tight at the end with Jeb. I actually thought I was going to pull away, but my tyre started going off as soon as I got past him, so I was under a bit of heat, but got the job done. So yeah, it's what we needed.
And just finally, what does it mean to you personally to be back in contention? Just now a few points separating the top four, you're properly back in this.
Yeah, I mean, we needed a good result, but obviously new track, new climate, new everything. You don't really know how it was going to go. So yeah, very happy with the result, and we're back in it. Well, we were not really out, but it's just obviously put our position even stronger. So I'll take that.
Massive congratulations, man.
Thanks, guys.
What a win for Mitch Evans. Started third on the grid, won the Jakarta E3, and he'll be on the podium in a couple of moments' time. DS Techeetah squabbling it out. Evans activated his attack mode. Came out just behind Eduardo Mortara, but this was the move for the lead into turn 7. From a long way back, Evans got in front. It was tight at the end, but actually Vern was under more pressure from Mortara behind. And the normally calm James Barkley showing what it means for Jaguar.
John-Eric Vern, it was dramatic start to finish. You came in second, it was a fantastic result. How was it from your end?
Well, it was a good race. I think hats on to Mitch and Jaguar. They were simply faster today. I thought I could have it, but yeah.
Hai Angel, kapan nih kamu bisa datang tikus? Besok bisa Pak!
Jadi dia itu yang penting personality-nya. Orang-orang yang suka komenin hal-hal nggak senompol soal itu, mereka tuh nggak tahu apa. Jadi gimana? Lo mau lapor?
Baik. Mami belum selesai ngobrol. Angel, gue bangga memberikan XP ke teman-teman gue dan
Turn, getting Mitch Evans. And he was in attack mode. Was trying to get back at it. And in the end he took the checker flag and finished in second place.
Adam Mortara back on the podium. That momentum you've built over the past month or so is just continuing.
Yeah, it's going well so far. We had a good race weekend today in Jakarta. The qualifyings were already very good. Qualification, sorry. And then the race was, we did an intelligent race. It was very difficult. Temperatures were so hot, humid, and to manage the tires and the battery was not easy today. But we managed that, and at the end, yeah, I could see that they were fighting at the front. I was like kind of like part of that fight, and I was hoping for some kind of like move from Jeff, in order to get some free places. Unfortunately, it didn't come, but I'm extremely happy with another podium.
And with that in mind, in that final lap when we were seeing the energy go down and down and down, it was less than 1%. Did you think at that point there was a chance?
No, I mean, that's the plan. I mean, we need to hit 0.0, you know, at the line. And on top of that, you need to manage the temperatures. At some point, you know, if you exceed a certain number, you know, the power is going down. So the goal is actually to get that, you know, at the line. And I could see that Mitch had it, and I had a bit more reserve, but unfortunately I could not pass it.
Not a single percent was wasted. Congratulations.
Cool. Thank you.
Oke teman-teman, terima kasih masih bersama Bang Muin Channel. Kami menginformasikan langsung di Taman Lumba-Lumba Ancol ya teman-teman. Nah ini situasi yang terkini nih teman-teman ya. Barangkali teman-teman ada yang mau merapat ya. Tempatnya masih aman.
The fans are making their way to the podium now. It's going to be quite the atmosphere, I think, down there. When the drivers head up onto the podium. The dignitaries are there ready to hand out the trophies.
Nah inilah sana terbaru kali ini.
Make their way towards the podium presentation now. It's going to be quite the atmosphere down there, I think. The fans that are in the grandstands around there will get a great view. Other fans that were further around the track will be standing behind. Evan's really happy with his Jaguar team after the back of a Berlin race weekend where he really struggled. I spoke to him after on his way out of the track and said, I can't wait to leave this place. He's had 3 races there in a row, or 3 years there in a row where his championship challenge has derailed a little bit. Interesting that his tyres went just when he got ahead of John Eric Verne. Now there was a fight for a 4th position at the end of the race as well. Stoffel van Dorn, the championship leader, was trying to get ahead of Antonio Felix da Costa, coming out through turns 5 and 6. This is down to 7. Went to the outside. Whoa! Back end went, kept it together. But that was ambitious from Van Dorn, but he actually had a big gap back to Jake Dennis, so I guess he could afford to do that in the end. There you can see the podium.
Nah itu seperti di
all the fans that have made their
layar ya teman-teman ya, keadaan atau situasi di dalam
I've been to a lot of
sirkuitnya.
Southeast Asia with Formule and you know with other motorsport series, but Jakarta is a really cool vibrant city and so many passionate and knowledgeable Formula E fans. It's been a real pleasure to come here and really looking forward to coming back next season. That's the Jakarta International Stadium there that you can see in the background. These roads around the Big City Mall, and there's Shona and Bern, bits bumping with the crowd. Traditionally a bike country, Indonesia, the streets full of mopeds, but electric car racing certainly looking like it's getting onto the map a little bit in a city that struggles with pollution. The governor of the city saying yesterday it's the reason they want Formula E here, so that they can get rid of and start to change the pollution in the city. They've made commitments to reduce carbon emissions by 2030, which by 40%, and I think they're already more than half the way on their way to achieving that. And this hopefully will change the perception of electric vehicles, I suppose. That's what Formula E was invented for 8 years ago. Bern, Evans and Mortara waiting to climb onto the podium. Bern's still trying to cool down. That is how it is here. Once you start sweating, you just don't stop. Like a very popular crisp brand. Fastest lap. Also,
ini posisi di belakang tenda, teman-teman. Jadi di belakang tenda ada danaunya ya. Danau, jadi kalau untuk liburan keluarga sangat cocok sekali karena di seberang sana ada bebek-bebekan ya yang biasa buat nyebrang.
Now it's time for the podium ceremony. James Barkley will be representing the winning team for Jaguar TCS Racing. Another win for the Jaguar squad. That is their 7th win in the ABB FIA Formula E World Championship. Great performance from James Barkley's team. They've had real ups and downs this year. I would suggest consistency isn't the hallmark of the squad this year. But they're getting some big results.
Terima kasih teman-teman semua, Bang Fatur Channel cukup ramai, mantap ya, bener Bang. Bang Jona aman menyapa Bang Fatur Channel.
His 4th podium of the season.
Bang Antara mobil, giring di mana, sama siapa, sedang apa? Siap Bang Menyan.
Started from pole position. Looked like he had the race under control, but ending up with the 2nd place finish. And he's on to the 3rd step of the podium. And now, wait for this noise, for Mitch Evans. Mitch Evans wins in Jakarta. Fourth in the championship now. Just 11 points off Stoffel van Doorn, who's in the championship lead. One of the toughest Formula E races in terms of management, in terms of racing, in terms of heat, in terms of physicality. But Evans won't care for that. The New Zealand flag around his neck. Evans will listen to the national anthem of New Zealand. And for Jaguar TCS Racing, the national anthem of the United Kingdom. For their 7th win in the Formula E World Championship. Another win for Jaguar, good points for them in the championship. Sam Berg picked up 2 points as well with a 9th place finish. But now the trophy presentations will begin.
Please welcome to the stage the governor of Jakarta, Mr. Anis Rashid.
Mr. Anis Rashid, hands the trophy over to James Barkley, the winning team. The governor, a huge supporter of this race. And now Mr. Gerard Chan, the country holding officer for ABB Indonesia, hands the trophy to Eduardo Mortara for a 3rd place finish.
Next, please welcome Mr. Ahmad Saroni, the chairman.
Mr. Ahmad Saroni, the chairman of Formula E Jakarta, Indonesia, hands the trophy to Jean-Eric Byrne, another man instrumental in putting this race on. And to present the trophy to the race winner, Mitch Evans, none other than the President of the Republic of Indonesia. His Excellency, Mr. Joko Widodo, hands the trophy to Mitch Evans, who has another winner's trophy in the back, and closes in on Stoffel van Doorn at the lead of the championship. Time for the podium selfie.
Hai keluarga visioner, LM Citizen lebih mudah dan aman melalui ATM, e-commerce, e-wallet, mobile dan e-banking. Convenience Store. MNC Vision Pay TV Keluarga Indonesia.
There you can see the celebrations for Evans. And look at that. Barkley's loving it. Loving life. Thought he might be going to crowd surf then. Alas. No. I'd enjoy seeing that. But the whole Jaguar team now, as is traditional, climb up onto the podium. For all the photographs. Mitch Evans in the middle there. James Barkley sitting to his right. The left as we look at it. And the rest of Evans' crew all up there too. Norman Nato on the far right hand side in the spectacles, in the sunglasses. The Jaguar reserve driver. Joseph Rocker is the engineer of Evans. He's the one holding the trophy. And always wonderful to see what it means to the race team. Not just Evans and Barkley, but the whole rest of the gang.
Terima kasih untuk teman-teman yang masih bersama Bang Channel. Jangan lupa tinggalkan like-nya, jempolnya yang gede-gede supaya lebih mantap ya. Dan jangan lupa teman-teman untuk pencet tombol subscribe-nya, karena mencet tombol subscribe-nya gratis ya teman-teman, supaya kami lebih bersemangat lagi.
So basically a month break now before the next E-Prix. We thought this was warm. Marrakesh in the middle of July is going to be absolutely cooking. Evans now will make his way off the stage, and he will be doing a load of interviews. Hopefully we'll be speaking to him in a little bit as well, as the crowd now start to disperse after that Jakarta E-Prix. The fans down at the podium still, just trying to see all of the action from the winning drivers.
Bang Alvin Faiz, terima kasih stay home-nya.
It's been a great race here. Really interesting races we've had this year, and what is definitely becoming the best season of the ABB FIA Formule World Championship. And breaking new ground and heading to Indonesia. This is what it means to win. James Barkley winning with Jaguar TCS Racing. Mitch Evans victorious. Stoffel Van Dorn still leads the championship though, but
Fiara, wow, keren. Ya, emang Indonesia semakin keren ya. King Miss.
Well, I hope you agree with me that the inaugural Jakarta E-Prix was a roaring success. Dario, it was fantastic. Delphine Biscay has joined us, team manager of Rocket Venturi. For your guy, Eduardo Mortara, third place, is he happy?
Yeah, he's very happy. We're all very happy. The podium is always good.
Okay, good.
We're all very happy.
Was everything that you expected to play out in the race, did it happen?
Yes, it happened. We were really close at the end to catch on Jared Byrne. We played it safe, let's say. He attacked a few times, he could have attacked again, he was good on energy, he was better on energy than Byrne. But then we played it safe, take the points, don't risk anything, don't risk to lose it all, so we're very happy.
What was the limiting factor there for you? Was it tyres? Was it battery temperature? Was it energy just in those last couple of laps?
I think we were good on energy compared to the other. You could see we were good on temperature. We could hear on other radios that they were struggling, where we knew we were going to be good to the end. So I think it's just that we came a bit late. We had some, we were a bit far really, and we couldn't get it to the last lap. We were missing 1 or 2 laps really to get them. But I think it's great. It's still a great result.
You guys always seem to have an interesting, shall we say, strategy when it comes to attack mode. Went very early today.
Really? On Diversity went quite early. Edo really went late, honestly.
That's right, yeah.
No, he went quite late with the events. They were the last two to have one attack mode left. We had like a cut-off lap, let's say, to get it because of temperature and energy for sure. So we knew it was now or never. So we had like 3 laps we could play with, and then we had to go. But yeah, we went quite late.
So next race, Marrakesh, how do you guys regroup? How do you keep attacking this championship? What's the next stages?
Honestly, I think we'll just do the same. The key is to qualify well. We know that. We've seen with Lucas. Lucas has done a really good race, honestly. We don't talk enough about Lucas, but he's done a great race as well. He's done very good overtaking as well. He finished 7th, starting 10th. So he's got a good race, but if you don't start at the front, it's very, very difficult to end on the podium. So I think our main goal is to qualify well first, go to the duels, then it's good. And that's first target. Then we repeat what we've done on temperature management, because we were quite good honestly here. So we just try to get more. We've got data now on hot races, so we just replay that again and again and just try to get it even better.
Delphine, congratulations. Another podium for the team. Thank you for joining us. It's greatly appreciated. Razzie is with the winner, Mitch Evans from Jaguar TCS Racing.
Mitch Evans, you just halved the gap to the top of that door, and you just become the inaugural winner of the Jakarta E3. How are you feeling, mate?
Pretty good. That was a hard race. Yeah, we had a nice strategy. I mean, the cars have been working pretty much well today. In terms of new events, we saw it's really quite aggressive climate like we got today. It's very hard having cars in the middle of the whole race. And so just the last laps, I was really struggling with tires, but managed to hold them off. Had a nice pass and jab, strategy was good. Yeah, it's just been a really good day, so we're very happy.
It's an amazing race, an amazing ending. Just how difficult is it to manage the conditions, the tyres, the battery as well?
Ini teman-teman, situasi dan kondisi di Ancol saat ini teman-teman. Tempatnya masih nyaman sampai sekarang ini dan sangat luar biasa. Ini pernak-pernik Formula E ya. Ini banyak digemari. Dari tadi antri nih Bapak Ibu. Laris manis nih pernak-pernik nih. Wow, diserbu pernak-pernik Formula E. Jadi acara di Ancol masih 1 hari lagi ya teman-teman ya, sampai hari Minggu. Jadi besok masih ada kesempatan bagi rekan-rekan semua yang mau hadir, yang mau berliburan di Ancol ya. Tempatnya sangat nyaman.
It wasn't obstacle pointless. It really was. It's right now. It's so confident and calm. Which in hot conditions today, and it's a real disease that needs some kind of better work over the winter.
Semakin sore semakin ramai teman-teman.
Initial reactions, initial thoughts to the next race. You know, it's going to be hot. It's going to be hot like here again. So that's how I think he's going to
Mari Pak, fish cream chipsnya.
Ya, ada rasa apa aja, Bu?
Ada salted egg, ada ori, ada spicy. Mari Pak. Ini ya? Iya. Ini kan yang punya kita kan? Iya.
Berarti 65. Berapa?
61.500.
500.
Ya.
Mbak, yang ini langsung ke rekening atau gimana ya?
Belum,
Yang
masuk
belum.
ke Jakpro dulu.
Masuk ke
Rekening
Jakpro.
Jakpro, baru ini ke rekening yang dibuka tadi.
Iya.
Ya.
Iya.
Foto atau?
Nggak usah.
Nggak usah ya. Oke,
Makasih
makasih ya.
banyak. Makasih ya. Mari Bu. Ya. Tinggalnya permennya di sendal.
Iki berarti ini belum ada.
Foto dong. Oh.
Ya.
Boleh. Coba ya. Boleh sambil pegangan.
Minta foto. Gratis.
Thank you.
Mbak, ya ada tehnya nggak sih?
Hah?
Ada tehnya nggak?
Ada.
Mana?
Tapi
Kok
pakai botol,
nggak apa saya nyari
mangga,
tadi.
mangga green tea. Asam gitu, asam
Seger lang.
manis, seger.
Tapi nggak masalahnya saya udah asem. Iki pira?
Setelah mau bayar sini, apa mau bayar ini? Apa mau bayar bawah?
Gini aja lah. Mau pakai nih? Nih? Iya. Jadi beli yang seger-seger nih temen di Bon. Seleb baik. Level alhamdulillah tuh dari tadi banyak.
Masih ya, Mas?
Nah, ini ownernya nih masih. Tuh ownernya ini. Anis tuh yang seger-seger ya. Oh. Udah subscribe belum?
Udah tapi Pak Muin kan?
Iya,
Pak
Bang Muin.
Pak Muin channel.
Banyak yang ikutnya kok.
1.000 belum keluar.
Oh, lebih. Ayo Mbak, minuman seger nih. Tuh murah meriah.
Yang ketemu ya?
Iya sih.
Jackpreneur juga kan?
Jackpreneur
Dari
iya.
timur, utara?
Sama-sama Jackpreneur. Saya utara.
Oh iya benar orang utara.
Iya orang utara.
Ketemu di mana gitu.
Iya, pokoknya kalau hitam begini orang utara dah.
Iya. Bukan utara banyak kan di masa festival.
Di pinggir laut. Iya.
Bukan orang utara banyak kan di festival. Enggak ya? Mana dari pagi ya? Kenapa dong? Ya, ini kan nggak boleh bubar ya Pak Muri. Sampai jam berapa?
Iya, ya ini masih sepi. Emang seperti ini ya, ini yang di konsernya. Kalau di sirkuitnya ya membludak ya teman-teman ya. Ya nanti sore kita beralih ke festival ya, festival di pantainya. Di sana masih ada satu konser lagi. Tapi menurut saya ini sangat nyaman ya, karena tidak terlalu padat. Kalau untuk acara keluarga, alhamdulillah ini sangat nyaman. Nah, karena permainannya juga nggak berebut gitu teman-teman. Waduh, kainnya. Pak, biskin, keripik kulit ikan. Turun apa ya? Turun. Nah kemungkinan kalau untuk hari besok teman-teman bawa kendaraan bisa masuk ya di hari Minggu ya. Ini pantauan saat ini kendaraan masih padat seperti di depan tuh teman-teman. Karena itu yang sebelah kiri, jadi cuma kasih satu jalur mobil ya. Yang sebelah kiri masih macet karena buat parkir ya. Ya, tapi kalau permainan gondola teman-teman sangat lengang ya, karena masih banyak yang pasang. Ya, kulit ikan Pak, gratis, boleh nyobain. Silakan. Ada salmon, ada patin. Ada salmon tuh. Ini kalau orang pesisir tahu. Nah, ini salmon, silakan. Ini salmon yang mana?
Nah, ini salmon.
Berapa itu?
Ini testernya ada, tuh testernya banyak.
Berapa?
Ini kena bro. 35.
Ini 35.
Salmon ya?
Ya.
Ya, ini salmon.
Yang patin 26.500 salmon. Ya, salmon.
Nah, kita kan kesukaan kita nih. Beli satu teh. Pakai ini ya.
Pakai QR.
Apa kalau 25?
Yang ini Bu.
Apa itu?
Yang patin ada varian rasa, harganya sama. Cuma 26.500.
Ini ya?
Ya.
Yang ini yang kan?
Ya, itu.
Patingnya satu aja.
Yang mana, Pak?
Pating.
Yang pedas apa? Oh, yang ori. Ini yang apa ya? Ini yang ori.
Itu yang original, Bu.
Ini yang ori sama salmon yang?
Salmon.
Ori juga. Jangan berpedas apa?
Satu lagi deh ini. Ya boleh.
Satu lagi nih.
Kartu nama ada Pak, barangkali nanti mau itu dikirim gitu ya. Di situ di depan ada depan QR.
Dari mana kirimnya?
Dari Penjaringan.
Jaringannya.
Oh, Jakarta Utara.
Kayaknya enaknya satu lagi deh.
Pakai itu
Pakai
QR.
QR,
Ya.
Pak.
Ini maksudnya mintanya.
Oh iya boleh
satu
boleh.
lagi.
Siap. Enggak apa-apa.
Yang kucing.
Gede nggak apa-apa.
Kita pakai QR, pakai.
Pakai
GoPay,
QR itu bisa
bayar.
kayak itu.
Iya.
GoPay ya GoPay.
Itu gimana?
GoPay pakai Oppo bisa, M-Banking bisa.
Oh bisa ini ya?
Iya, memang. 88.
Gopay.
Tinggal daerah mana Pak?
Di sini jembatan 5.
Oh, jembatan 5 dekat.
Reseller saya di jembatan 5 ada.
Jembatan 5 Pak.
Salmon.
Sebelah mana?
Salmon. Setia kawan ada. Tambora ada. Seminggu bisa repeat order 2 kali. Tapi dia kiloan Pak, belinya curah. Ini.
Kilo berapa?
1 kilo ini 160. Nah, bisa 500 gram bisa.
Murah gitu pada sakit.
Ya.
Benar kalau begini kan juga itu ya. Langsung masuk mulutnya.
Langsung.
Pegang lagi. 88.
Udah kayak supermarket bayarnya.
Ya.
Besok masih ada sehari lagi. Hari Minggu.
Ya, terima kasih.
Iya, terima kasih. Nah, kembali lagi ya Bu besok. Oke teman-teman, ini keripik kulit ikan. Ini di pesisir, ini salmon ya. Ini salmon yang pedas. Nah, ini salmon yang pedas. Nah, ini yang patin. Ya, patin. Nah, ini yang patin tester dari teman-teman. Kalau bazar nih, saya selalu siapkan yang toplesan begini.
Ada tester boleh coba.
Nah, tester boleh coba. Nih. Nah, untuk tester salmon juga teman-teman, saya siapkan untuk coba langsung 1 toples. Ah, yang besar-besar juga. Ya. Nah, ini yang jualan serius banget. Senyum dong. Nah. Silakan Bu, Fiskin boleh dicobain gratis. Ada salmon, ada ya silakan Bu. Pak, keripik kulit ikan, cobain gratis. Ada salmon. Oh, Bang Mutamin Family Official, terima kasih masih stay home. Cek, monggo dicek. Bang Jai, Bang Jasum, dari tadi di luar mulu Bang, apa diulang-ulang nih video gara-gara Erick Thohir di BUMN gak guna, BUMN maunya pilih-pilih. Saya memang di luar ini bang, saya nggak di sirkuitnya. Dapatnya posisinya saya di ini di Taman Lumba-Lumba ya. Bang Mutamin Family Official. Saya pesan 100 bisa diantar bang, diantar mana alamatnya, siap kirim. Apalagi untuk Bang Mutamin. Saya di daerah Jakarta Utara Bang Mutamin. Jakarta Utara di Ancol. Bang Lai. Keren, mantap, terima kasih Bang Lai. Salam santun. Keren dan mantap, makasih Bang Lai. Salam kenal. Ibu pakai merah-merah, kelihatan manis.
Kasih. Mari Pak, Bu. Biskin chips. Ada tester boleh coba Bu. Pak.
Ada salmon juga. Iya boleh.
Biskinnya Bu. Kok kayak jaket Pak yang pakai sama kaosnya? Coba lihat deh. Lah.
Ya, hostnya namanya Bondan Prakoso.
Nyanyi itu.
Ah, iya emang penyanyi hostnya.
Apa jadi
Itu,
host?
tuh.
Mari Pak, biskin chips. Ya, mari.
Bang Mutamin, ini jualan di mana? Kita udah berteman saudara Jai Mutamin. Iye, Bang Jai Mutamin. Kita udah berteman dan bahkan bersaudara. Bang Arifin Nasari, bukan hanya Formula E yang berhasil, tapi UMKM pun merasakan berkahnya. Good, bener, memang luar biasa. Ya betul Bang Arifin, memang luar biasa. Pak Anies ya, gebrakannya Bapak Anies. Bukan gebrakan ya, untuk kesekian kalinya setelah rampung menyelesaikan stadion GIS. Ini langsung bikin gebrakan internasional, yakni Formula E. Dan semakin sore teman-teman ya semakin berdatangan itu bis yang disiapkan oleh Ancol teman-teman ya. Jadi kalau mau ke Ancol ya parkir di depan Ancol di Kemayoran, nanti berpindah mobil yang disiapkan oleh panitia. Bawe, semoga habis jualannya ya, terima kasih, amin, makasih ya Bang. Itu di Ancol, betul di Ancol Bang Amin, benar-benar menggemparkan dunia. Muhammad Nurul, mantap, salam kenal dari Jawa Barat ya, Jawa Barat, salam kenal, salam santun ya. Silakan di like dan subscribe-nya ya, nanti saya subscribe balik. Saya live di daerah Jakarta Utara Mas Bang Mustamin, Jakarta Utara. Bang Mutamin Family, saya ke Ancol gratis dari Pak Anies Bang. Ya wes sini mampir nih. Ini milih nih, boleh nih. Gratis tuh Bang Jai Mutamin, boleh silakan pilih nih. Mau yang di atas, apa yang tengah rasa pedas, apa yang telur asin. Nah, Bang Jai Mutamin silakan pilih. Mampir di stand saya. Nih, mau langsung makan juga boleh. Ya. Terima kasih Kakan Sukendar, cebong-cebong pada panas melihat kesuksesan Formula E. Iya. Iya. Cebong-cebong pada nggak bisa tidur ya Bang. Ya, semuanya untuk Indonesia. Ya. Kita bangga dengan kesuksesan pemimpin kita ya. Abang bawain keripik salmon ya, bawain kemana? Orang Bang Jai Mutaminnya tinggalnya daerah Bogor. Kalau deket mah ya iya. Katanya ke Ancol di sini merapat Bang Jai Mutamin, kita merokok ya. Kita ngudut. Coach, mampir. Siap. Bang Fikri, event nggak guna, nggak ada faedahnya. Ya, sebenarnya faedahnya banyak Bang Fikri ya, karena membantu para pedagang ya. Bantu para pedagang, driver banyak sih ya, yang sangat dibantu gitu. Karena selama 2 tahun kan kita tidak bisa berkumpul-kumpul. Nah, di sini kita udah mulai bebas ya. Z Operation Mahindra aja turun ikut Formula E. Masa SMK kalah sama India. Silakan Ibu bikin. Ada yang pedas? Ini yang original udah cobain? Iya, cobain. Ya. Ini belum habis. Ini rasanya gimana Mbak? Ini salmon sama patin gimana?
Ini lebih tebal ya?
Nah, lebih tebal bener. Lebih crispy, tipis ya. Cuma kalau rasa gimana Mbak?
Yang ini lebih berasa asin.
Ini lagi berasa asin. Oh.
Ini juga enak sih, tapi jadi lebih light sih.
Berasa. Karena ini kulitnya tebal, jadi bumbunya mungkin lebih meresap ya. Dan manfaatnya, kalau manfaatnya banyak ini Mbak ya, ini salmon. Untuk anak kecil bagus. Pakai cek.
141 ya?
Yang ini dulu, yang ini aja.
Bule mau panggil? Bule panggil. Itu yang kan bicu.
Oh, no.
Oh bisa ambil ini kartu namanya bawa.
Kartu namanya ada situ. Tinggal daerah mana sih, Mbak? Bogor. Bogor pakai JNE bisa. Sebelumnya pernah ngerasain biskin keripik ini belum ya? Ini dia. Oke.
Oh ya,
Udah
terima
selesai.
kasih. Ini kartu nama di dalam. Iya. Terima kasih banyak.
Alhamdulillah display lagi yang itu di karung. Di karung. Untuk teman-teman yang di sini mungkin yang masih stay home, yang masih stay, barangkali nanti ketemu ya dimanapun, asal mengenalin, insya Allah saya kasih gratis teman-teman ya. Barangkali nanti saya ke Bogor atau ke Sukabumi itu, karena setiap ada event-event besar, alhamdulillah Ainur Food selalu diikut sertakan. Salmon ada Pak, silakan gratis tester. Tester boleh. Enggak. Enak. Untuk teman-teman aku semua yang masih stay home di sini, gratis untuk teman-teman aku. Nanti kalau ketemu ya, gratis. Jangan yang dagang. Yang dipegang boleh gratis.
Kalau yang dagang nanti Pak Muin nangis.
Bang Jai Mutamin, saya sering keluar Batang Bang. Ini Bang Jai Mutamin.
Ayo Bang Jai.
Ayo Bang Jai kapan ke luar Batang ya? Nanti saya bawain dah info-info. Bener ya. Kapan mau ke Masjid Keramat luar Batang Bang Jai ya, info ya. Alhamdulillah di sini gratis Bang. Paling dikenakan ya potongan berapa persen ya. 25% itu bisa kita tambahkan ke harga ya per produk. Bang Menyan wawancara pengunjung. Iya Bang Menyan, terima kasih supportnya. Bang Jul Channel, Bang Jul Channel. Yang nyinyir biarin aja, masih anak-anak, jangkauannya masih jauh. Maju Indonesia, siap. Bang Jai, besok kita live bareng Bang. Oke siap, ayo monggo. Di mana Bang Jai? Sambil tanya-tanya pengunjungnya asal dari mana. Oh siap. Menyan Cikuya. Mobil SMK move on aja, beralih ke mobil listrik. Saya nggak bisa ini nih kalau mau udah bahas mobil ya. Bang Jai enak yang tebel, itu yang tipis kata mbaknya. Iya enak yang tebel, tahu aja tuh. Keripiknya anu Bang Jai ini. Bang Jai Mutamin, salmon saya paling suka Bang. Iya itu banyak yang digemarin. Kak Kanci Langit, penggiring kambing mana? Ada yang tahu? Ada di sono. Masih angon. Mas giring kambing. Giring kambing ada yang tahu gitu kan. Waduh. Bang Jai, stay home, terima kasih. Bang Menyan, sukses terus. Bang Muen, terima kasih dukungannya. Bang Menyan, semoga mendapat kecipratan berkahnya dari Bang Menyan Cikuya. Stay sampai agak malam. Ya, insya Allah Bang Menyan ini. Yang penting ininya mendukung. Namanya juga ini udah tua alias minta diganti HP-nya. Suherman asik ya, asik Bang di sini Bang, kesini merapat. Bang Menyan asik nanti kalau saya main gratis. Insya Allah gratis. Ayo kapan merapat di sini? Yang penting datang tuh katanya tuh, kata ownernya tuh. Bang Menyan, ben wae Muin nangis gede. Gampang aku nangis sama kayu permen. Nomor abang sebutin. Nomor aku ada di IG. Bang Jai Mutamin IG, cari keripik kulit ikan Jakarta ya. Itu ada nomor WA saya. Atau di keripik kulit ikan Ainur Food, itu di Google nanti ada.
Atau di TikTok boleh DM. TikToknya Bang Muin.
Atau di snack video Bang Muin juga. Besok bawain, kita ketemu di luar Batang gratis ya Bang, insya Allah. Yang penting kalau udah nyampe luar Batang ya, insya Allah. Tapi kalau sore jam berapa Bang Mustamin besok? Soalnya saya masih di sini. Kita lihat ke belakang tenda teman-teman ya. Wah, ini belakang tenda teman-teman. Nah, ini danau nih. Wow, mantep nih ya. Ini belakang tenda begini. Ada danau.
Bus mana?
Ibu ke PRJ. Ini mobil angkutan ke PRJ Kemayoran ya?
Iya.
Tanya di situ itu halte ya.
Iya, ke sini ya.
Itu di sana. Coba tanya yang arah ke Kemayoran, PRJ Kemayoran. Bang Suherman, sampai malam nih kayaknya. Iya Bang, sampai jam 10 ya. Sebelum jam 10 nggak boleh tutup. Pak Kasmin Rembang hadir bos, giring baru di rumah sakit. Kecapean nih kayaknya Bang giringnya. Aduh, judulnya masih giring. Sebutin dong nomor abang. Nomor saya. Ya oke, catat Bang Jai, catat ya. Eksekutor dilarang menghadirkan patung yang nggak bermanfaat dan menyeng-nyeng-nyeng. Gerakan rakyat, salam Anies RI. Ya, siap. Kok emak-emak kadrun yang nonton pasti bangkrut nih sehari ini. Emak-emak kadrun. Ya kadrun. Aku nggak tahu kadrunnya kayak apa sih ya. Terima kasih Mangga, ya amin amin, makasih. Bang, biskin ada salted egg, ada yang original juga ada. Gue emang orang Jawa.
Gak apa-apa lah, kita emang orang Jawa, menjunjung tinggi kejawaan. Kejawaan naon.
Oke, terima kasih teman-teman yang masih stay home, yang masih bersama kami Bang Muin Channel. Terima kasih sekali, jangan lupa mohon bantuannya untuk mensubscribe, pencet tombol subscribe-nya dan like-nya ya teman-teman ya. Dan like-nya genepin biar jadi 100. Terima kasih udah 97 like-nya. 3 lagi 100. Biar digenepin 100 like-nya. Terima kasih like-nya sobatku. Jempolnya matur suwun. Semoga teman-teman semuanya, saudara-saudara selalu diberikan kemudahan selama hidupnya. Alhamdulillah like-nya udah lebih dari 100, sudah 101. Terima kasih matur suwun, Bang Jemutamin Seteho masih terima kasih. Terima kasih
semuanya atas dukungan dan supportnya.
Terima kasih, like-nya selalu naik. Semoga teman-teman semua selalu diberikan kesehatan jasmani dan rohani sehingga kita nanti bisa bertemu kembali. Syukur-syukur kita bisa bertemu nanti ya, ketika nanti saya lagi belajar di mana. Insya Allah asal temen di YT kenal Bang Muin, insya Allah nanti gratis bisa pilih ya produknya. Nah, supaya teman-teman bisa ngerasain ini asli produksi Ainur Food ya. Produksi saya sendiri dari Jakarta Utara. Terima kasih teman-teman, like-nya naik terus. Alhamdulillah like-nya naik. Terima kasih yang masih stay home untuk teman-teman semuanya. Semoga Anda semua yang di luar sana selalu dalam lindungan Allah, selalu diberikan kesehatan, jasmani dan rohani. Yang masih sendiri semoga cepat dipertemukan jodohnya.
Sehat-sehat ya semuanya ya.
Main gini aja loh.
Mari kak miskinnya. Silakan Bu, miskin dasarnya coba. Mari.
Bang Jai, amin kita ngopi. Ya, Bang Pandu, landscape bosku, biar nyaman live-nya. Di landscape ya, iya di landscape. Miring kayaknya nih ke landscape nih, gini ya. Ntar. Oke, saya landscape dulu. Wow.
Miskin madam.
Nah, begini kali ya di landscape-nya. Nah, begini kali ya, teman-teman ya. Tapi komentarnya nggak terlihat ya. Terima kasih teman-teman yang sudah ngasih like ya, like-nya naik, alhamdulillah naik terus like-nya.
Berpakat kuliah deh sing lewat.
Ndi?
Miskin madam aku udah mau lah lewat. Thank you. Kata sama Mas.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Mbak Dede, selamat datang. Bang. Alhamdulillah, terima kasih yang udah ngasih like-nya naik terus, tambahkan terus, tinggalkan jempolnya supaya lebih mantap. Nah ini teman-teman ya. Terima kasih teman-teman ya yang sudah membantu memencet tombol subscribe-nya. Semoga dengan ikhlasan teman-teman Allah selalu memberikan kerahmatan, memberikan keberkahan, kesehatan, dan selalu dimudahkan rezekinya.
Di mana?
luan dah.
Mari Pak. Iya. Lebih tawar ya? Iya, lebih tawar.
Sampai nggak ada ini ya?
Yang salmon.
Tester maksudnya.
Yang testernya nggak ada.
Testernya ada.
Yang original, yang pedas. Berapa Pak?
Berapa Bu? Buka satu nggak apa-apa, yang salted egg. Tester.
Mau?
Iya nggak?
Mau dicoba?
Iya, buka itu. Buka.
Saya ini aja. Yang ini?
Ya coba-coba, nggak beli nggak apa-apa.
Kalau mau coba nggak apa-apa.
Buat tester. Buat tester.
Ini yang mana?
Yang
Rotor apa indoor tuh? Indoor tuh. Iya. Kalau ini apa? Berapa tadi?
kira Dok?
35.
Kan ada sobekannya. Iya.
Coba di mana? Coba. Ini dari mana sih?
Jakarta Utara.
Jakarta Utara.
Bagi dong.
Ih, dasar. Ini gelem toh.
Telur asin. Ini telur asin ini adanya di Singapura nih, di Singapura nih. Di Singapura mahal loh, benar.
Iya.
Gimana rasanya, Pak? Antara ini. Enak ini? Iya.
Yang seneng polos ya polos.
Ini telur asin super nih, yang ini.
Mau tambah salted egg juga? Mbak, keripiknya berapa?
Mbak, silakan.
Yang salmon 35. Ada yang
Tester boleh cobain. Gratis.
Ini berapa Mbak?
Ada yang pedes juga? Ada.
Salted egg ada, Mbak No? Yang No.
Bapak dari tadi videoin apa?
Iya, emang live dari tadi.
Baterainya nggak jebol?
Biasa, ntar kalau mau mati kan dimatiin lagi.
Dari tadi loh.
Iya.
Apa dia live loh? Gila.
Mumpung view-nya lagi tinggi.
Oh iya mantap.
Kalau subscribe-nya kan udah tercapai, tinggal view-nya. Lumayan kan, tadi udah sampai ada 900. Bantu subscribe dong, Bang
Apa sih
Muin.
YouTube Bang Muin?
Bang Muin channel.
Oke siap. Subscribe aja sekarang.
Iyalah.
Tunggu YouTube ya.
Kan sekitar UKM yang saya itu. Produk-produk teman-teman.
Subscribe dapat apa?
Dapat diskon.
Bener namanya nih.
Iya nanti kalau view-nya udah
Bang?
tercapai ya.
Muin.
Channel.
Oh ini ya.
Iya. Bukan?
Oh iya.
Berapa itu? Lumayan.
Orang pada kepo soal formula.
Cobain. Kan udah bantu subscribe, cobain gratis. Silakan Mbak E, cobain keripik kulit ikannya. Ada rasa telur asin, pedas manis, rasa tolak miskin ada. Ada. Baterainya tinggal 3 biji. View-nya masih tinggi, mau dimatiin sayang tuh 100 lebih.
Bu cobain ini yang ori, yang polosan.
Cobain Bu, mumpung di sini.
Polosan ya? Ikannya. Udah ikan.
Banyakin makan salmon. Katanya biar pinter.
Micinnya rak ketemu.
Micinnya dikit. Kan pakainya ini Masako. Kan nggak boleh terlalu banyak miskin. Miskin. Apa?
Emang miskin emang nggak boleh makan.
Micin.
Engkol emang kurang aja.
Habis nyobain salmon, nyobain telur asin.
Kalau asinnya enak deh.
Enak super itu. Saya impor bumbunya Bu. Ini impor. Terima kasih teman-teman semua, mengingat baterainya sudah mau mati ya, saya mohon maaf. Nanti kita sambung lagi insya Allah ya 1 jam mendatang. Terima kasih untuk teman-teman yang masih stay home, yang masih standby ya, dan yang selalu ngasihkan support, yang ngasihkan like dan subscribe-nya. Terima kasih semuanya. Saya doakan Anda semua selalu dalam lindungan Tuhan Yang Maha Esa, dan selalu dimudahkan segala urusannya. Yang masih punya masalah semoga terselesaikan masalahnya. Yang masih punya utang semoga cepat diberikan pelunasan, keringanan, diberikan pelunasan oleh Allah Subhanahu wa taala. Entah jalannya dari mana, hanya Allah yang tahu. Ya, teman-teman semuanya ya, saya akhiri. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.